We are now 1 week away from Election Day, and today we're continuing our series highlighting some of the key races that'll be on the ballot across the state.
All right, up next, the very important and highly watched New York gubernatorial election. Fox 5's Morgan McKay spoke with both candidates vying for the position. She joins us now for part one with Democratic incumbent Kathy Hochul. Morgan.
Steve and Natasha, Governor Kathy Hochul is no stranger to a challenge. She became governor during a tumultuous time in New York's history. Governor Andrew Cuomo resigned amid numerous scandals, and Hochul, who was lieutenant governor at the time, had 2 weeks to put together her administration. Now, a little more than 1 year later, she's hitting the campaign trail to convince voters she's ready for the next 4 years. It's Halloween night, and Governor Kathy Hochul is at Veselka in the East Village meeting voters.
Governor Hochul,
thanks for all you do. Thank you very much.
Well over 1,000 restaurants closed permanently in New York City during the COVID pandemic. With rising food, energy, and housing prices, it's no surprise that many New Yorkers are ranking the economy as one of their top issues when headed to the ballot box.
We have $1 billion on the table to help revitalize our small businesses, especially here in Manhattan. They're still not recovered. A lot of people are supporting their favorites, but there's still not the same number of people working in these places that they had been. And so we're helping them.
Hochul will not commit to lowering taxes this next year, but she pledges she won't raise them.
We are not raising their taxes. We're going to try and make it easier for them to survive because they're part of our identity. Small businesses like this are who we are as New Yorkers.
Hochul has focused much of her campaign on abortion rights and stemming the flow of illegal guns into the city.
Don't come here today and tell us that you've got a tough-on-crime plan that's just soft and squishy on guns.
Murders and felony assaults were down in New York City last month compared to 2021. However, every other crime category saw a spike, including rape, robberies, and grand larceny. We asked Hochul how she plans to tackle these types of crimes.
I'm going to continue working with local law enforcement, supporting the police, funding the police, making sure that they have money from the state that they've not had before. I triple the amount of money we give for law enforcement programs in my budget. It's not just New York City. I'm helping mayors in Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, Albany, anywhere they need help.
Some experts say that Hochul waited too long in her campaign, though, to focus on crime and the economy, giving her opponent, Republican Congressman Lee Zeldin's campaign, momentum in this race. Democrats outnumber Republicans by more than 2 to 1 in the state, but Hochul's lead has dropped from double to single digits in some polls over recent weeks. We asked Hochul why she believes this race is so close.
It's happening all over the country. You know, there's an anxiety out there. I understand that. And people are just getting to know me. I've been on the job just about a year now, but I'm working so hard. I'm fighting for New Yorkers.
Hochul has come under fire for allegedly paying a campaign donor twice the amount needed for COVID tests during the height of Omicron.
I did everything I could in my power to get the test kits. I'm glad I did, because we got the children back in school in New York, and they didn't go back in many other places.
But there is a bill waiting on the governor's desk that would require the state comptroller to review all state contracts before they are approved, potentially keeping something like that from happening again. The comptroller, in a statement, is urging the governor to sign the bill, saying it will protect taxpayers from fraud and abuse. Hochul, however, not committing to sign the bill as is.
That hasn't been the place for the last decade. I'm willing to take a look at that with him. And also, we'll look at all the legislation that comes. But right now, I've always followed the rules. Always have, always will.
So not committing to the comptroller bill just yet?
Well, we're working out the details.
Hochul became the first female governor of New York when former Governor Andrew Cuomo resigned. And if elected, Hochul will become the first female to serve a full term as governor in the state. She says while she hopes her leadership is an example to other young women, her work will speak for itself.
It's more that I didn't come here to make history as the first woman governor. I came here to make a difference. And that's how people will judge me many years to come.
And the last day of early voting is this Sunday, and the last day to vote is on Election Day, November 8th.
All right, and so we know that transparency was a big part of her message when she took over for Governor Cuomo, certainly, especially given the top-down sort of nature of his administration. But as you mentioned in that piece, she's not committing to sign that controller oversight bill as currently written, which was written sort of and drawn up to prevent controversies like the COVID thing, where the allegation is she overpaid for tests for the state from someone who contributed to her campaign. So Where are we right now?
You're exactly right. So this bill passed both houses of the state legislature and would require that the state comptroller review state contracts before they are approved. And good government bills have been in huge support of this bill, and they just recently wrote a letter to Hochul urging her to sign it. Now, what I'm hearing from my sources is that she does likely plan to sign this bill, but she does want to see some tweaks. So we reached out to the state comptroller's office today asking for some clarification. They just sent me back that statement saying, again, they are urging Hochul to sign this bill to prevent fraud and abuse. But look, at the end of the day, the numbers are on Hochul's side. Democrats outnumber Republicans by more than 2 to 1. So it's all going to come down to voter turnout.
Yeah, that's the story for sure. All right.